At the Computer Entertainment Developers Conference, CEDC, Capcom showcased Resident Evil 7 in the form of several screens. As can be seen, the game uses photogrammetry, a graphics technique which is used to create very dense photographic data directly from any 3D object, which results in highly detailed in-game assets. This was used before in games like Star Wars Battlefront. The developer also revealed that they used 140 DSLR cameras and 100 of them were used for full-body scanning, and the remaining 40 were used for facial capture. The developer also reconfirmed that the engine now fully supports physical-based rendering pipeline, which enabled them to develop materials that react differently according to the light source. Capcom also showcased several in-game character models and hair rendering technology. All in all, we're deeply impressed with what Capcom is doing with Resident Evil 7. The game's controversial change in direction, radical change in gameplay mechanics, and the developer's commitment to photorealistic visuals seem to be doing more good than bad for the series. Resident Evil 7 launches on the PS4, Xbox One, and PC in January 2017. There are in some ways a lot of similarities between Bungie's Destiny and Hello Games' just released No Man's Sky. Both are massive games with a lot of expectations around them, and both disappointed, at least at launch in Destiny's case, though the game has more than come into its own since then, and both with similar UIs and settings. Speaking in an interview with Metro UK, Destiny's world design lead Steve Cotton spoke about No Man's Sky a bit, noting that procedural generation would not, in his opinion, work as well for a game like this as properly as handcrafted worlds would. We talked about this a lot. For us, it's not good enough to just make a bunch of real estate. Real estate has to be really well thought out, so you really try to create experiences. Everything is very intentional, and so when you're handcrafting, and no offense against No Man's Sky, but when it's not done by someone by hand, it's hard to get experiences that are memorable, Cotton said. In a sense, we can see what he's saying. No Man's Sky crafts a massive world, but no world really stands out because they're all randomly generated. Something more handcrafted would definitely have stuck out more for players. But then we guess the game couldn't conceivably have been as big as it is right now, and the size definitely is one of the big appeals of it. Before its PlayStation meeting on September 7th, where the PS4 Neo and PS4 Slim are rumored to be revealed, Sony has announced its lineup for the upcoming Tokyo Game Show 2016. There are a number of playable titles this year. PS4 users, for instance, can get their hands on Resident Evil 7 Biohazard, Nioh, Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue, Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age, Final Fantasy 15, World of Final Fantasy, Valkyria Azure Revolution, Yakuza 6, Gravity Rush 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, Gran Turismo Sport, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, Tekken 7, and much more. PlayStation VR titles include Farpoint, Resident Evil 7, Rez Infinite, Batman Arkham VR, Riggs Mechanized Combat League, The Playroom VR, and so on. Games that will be showcased as part of the stage event include Rez Infinite, Resident Evil 7, Nioh, Overwatch, Final Fantasy 15, Gravity Rush 2, Horizon Zero Dawn, New Hot Shots Golf, Riggs Mechanized Combat League, Gran Turismo Sport, and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Oddly enough, The Last Guardian isn't on the announced list of games. Possible delay incoming? We certainly hope not. CD Projekt Red recently posted a job listing for a vehicle gameplay programmer to create the whole architecture of vehicle-related code and the physics of driving/flying in those vehicles. This leads us to believe that Cyberpunk 2077, a futuristic action title from the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt developer, will also include vehicles. A vehicle gameplay designer is also sought after to create compelling vehicle-based gameplay, aspects of which include controls, combat, and relevant vehicle-based AI systems. There are other listings including a concept artist to create art for weapons, machines, and vehicles. Overall, CD Projekt Red has 60 different positions available for the game. As of now, however, we won't be seeing Cyberpunk 2077 for a while yet. The developer is targeting a 2017 to 2021 launch window, but odds are that it'll be out sooner rather than later since it wants to surpass its efforts with The Witcher 3.
We hope you've enjoyed this video, so please consider subscribing to our channel. We do original content, reviews, graphics comparison, and much more, and try to upload a video every day. Thank you very much for checking us out.